Last question seeking an oral reply, Mr. Hung Kam-in. Thank you, President. Thank you, Secretary. In recent years, the SAR government has been actively soliciting business and attracting investment and has set up the task force on supporting mainland enterprises in going global to assist mainland enterprises in leveraging the Hong Kong platform to develop global business. In this connection, will the government inform this council, one, of the overall effectiveness of the investment promotion activities and measures to solicit business and attract investment implemented by the government in the past 3 years, including the amount of inward investment attracted, the number of job opportunities created, and the number of strategic enterprises introduced. Given that the government has set up the steering committee on preferential policies for attracting industries and investment to formulate preferential policy packages for enterprises, of the progress and timetable of relevant work, as well as the specific effectiveness expected to be achieved by the relevant measures. 2, whether statistics have been compiled on the number of mainland enterprises which have established operations in Hong Kong to develop global business since the establishment of the task force, as well as the industry distribution of such enterprises, whether it has assessed the specific effectiveness of the task force's interdepartmental collaboration mechanism in supporting enterprises, and 3, whether it will, by making reference to the practice of a task force, strengthen the government's role and enhance the coordination and collaboration of statutory bodies and overseas economic and trade offices so as to take the lead in providing enterprises with more services for tapping into both the domestic and overseas markets in the form of one-stop support. Thank you, President. Secretary for Commerce and Economic Development. President, as an investment promotion agency of the government, Invest Hong Kong, under the CEDB, has been proactively assisting mainland and overseas enterprises to set up or expand businesses in Hong Kong by providing them with one-stop customized support, thereby attracting more enterprises and direct investment from outside Hong Kong. As this year marks the beginning of the National 15 Five-Year Plan, the CEDB will accelerate the integration into the overall national development. We will consolidate Hong Kong's position as an international trade center and fully leverage our strengths in professional services to help enterprises go global, serving the country's needs with Hong Kong's advantages. Our consolidated reply to the question raised by Mr. Hung Kam-in is as follows. Regarding supporting mainland enterprises to go global, the CEDB established the Go Global Task Force, the task force on supporting mainland enterprises in going global, last October. It serves as a one-stop platform to actively attract mainland enterprises to go global through Hong Kong. Since the establishment of the task force, I've convened 3 meetings to formulate a comprehensive work plan. Through cross-bureau and cross-departmental collaboration, the Go Global Task Force is proactively taking forward various tasks. First, the Go Global Task Force proactively attracts key mainland enterprises to set up business in Hong Kong, assisting them in progressively developing various corporate functions and business operations, thereby preparing them for going global. For example, enterprises may establish regional headquarters and corporate treasury centers to fulfill certain requirements on corporate structures, cross-border capital industry certification, and compliance, etc. Among the 560 enterprises that have set up or expanded businesses in Hong Kong with Invest Hong Kong's assistance in 2025, the top 3 sectors are financial services and fintech, innovation and technology, and family office. About half of them, 298 enterprises, came from the mainland, the vast majority of which plan to go global or are going global through the platform in Hong Kong. The Go Global Task Force will engage these enterprises that have set a presence in Hong Kong to understand their Go Global needs and target destinations to assist them in preparing for global expansion. As one of the Go Global Task Force members, the Trade Development Council formally launched the cross-sectoral professional services platform Go Global Connect in April this year, bringing together 8 groups of Hong Kong professional service providers, including legal services, accounting, financial services, to precisely match the service needs of Go Global mainland enterprises and provide them with professional and customized consultation services. At present, the platform has already followed up on over 100 inquiries regarding enterprises going global. On publicity and promotion work, The Global Task Force has so far organized over 10 promotional events, engaging a total of over 3,000 representatives of mainland enterprises. In addition to general promotional events, many of the events focus on specific industry themes, including financial services, innovation and technology, and manufacturing. These events provide enterprises from the relevant sectors with more focused and pertinent information and support. To enhance online publicity, the Global Task Force launched a dedicated website in March this year, providing practical information and success stories on enterprises going global and connecting to the Trade Development Council's cross-sectoral professional services platform. The Global Task Force will also organize outbound missions, which will be led by government officials, to enable mainland enterprises to visit overseas markets, including high-potential markets of Belt and Road countries. To step up collaboration between Hong Kong and the mainland, the CEDB and the Ministry of Commerce signed a Memorandum of Understanding in February this year to strengthen cooperation and exchange in the provision of comprehensive overseas services. We will engage with government authorities and chambers of commerce from different provinces and cities in the mainland to discuss collaboration on overseas expansion to have better synergy. In the past 3 years, Invest Hong Kong has assisted a total of over 1,400 enterprises to establish or expand businesses in Hong Kong. These enterprises are expected to bring in direct investment of around 200 billion Hong Kong dollars and create over 21,000 jobs in total in the first year of their establishment or expansion. Invest Hong Kong is working towards the new performance indicators set in the 2025 policy address to attract at least a total of 1,200 enterprises, including mainland enterprises planning to go global through Hong Kong to set up or expand businesses in Hong Kong within 2 years. Between 2026 and 2027 to meet the new performance indicator and attract more high value-added industries and enterprises to set up operations in Hong Kong while promoting development of the Northern Metropolis. The Financial Secretary has established the Steering Committee on Preferential Policies for Attracting Industries and Investment. Various tools will be used. Currently, the Steering Committee has formulated a preliminary framework of the preferential policy packages, with details to be tailored based on industry, technology, economic contributions, and employment opportunities of individual enterprises. Invest Hong Kong will negotiate with enterprises on settlement details. It will also act as a relationship manager to provide enterprises with customized services to ensure enterprises can smoothly establish a presence in Hong Kong, including in the Northern Metropolis. Invest Hong Kong and relevant members of the Steering Committee are actively taking forward relevant work. The government will announce details in due course. We will expedite the aforementioned investment promotion work. We will also step up tripartite coordination among overseas ETOs, Invest Hong Kong and Trade Development Council under the platform Economic and Trade Express, thereby enhancing synergy in supporting enterprises to explore new overseas markets through Hong Kong. Mr. Hung Kam-in, thank you, Secretary, for the detailed reply. I know that the Bureau has done much in investment promotion work. According to the reply of the Secretary, basically the Steering Committee has developed the preliminary framework. When will we have the details on the preliminary framework of the preferential policy packages, including land grant, tax concessions, and land premiums? When will the first batch of policy packages be launched? Will the government have clear criteria to have enterprises create a certain number of job opportunities for local workers to truly benefit the public of Hong Kong? Thank you, President, Secretary. President, thank you, member, for the questions. The policy packages are customized, so it really depends on the economic contributions, employment opportunities, technology level, etc., brought about by the individual enterprises. We would have different demands from enterprises as well, such as land or tax concessions or co-investment. So there is no unified policy on concessions for enterprises. It would depend on the demands on of the individual enterprises and the economic contributions they can make. Invest Hong Kong as a relationship manager in response to demands of the enterprises will report to the steering committee, and the steering committee will make a decision on policy packages to help bring in the enterprises. So we do not have details on policy packages to announce at the moment because these are to be customized. Thank you. Professor Michael I. Thank you, President. Since the establishment of the Go Global Task Force, how many mainland enterprises have been attracted to set up regional headquarters in Hong Kong? How many of them are state-owned enterprises or centrally controlled enterprises? Can you tell us about the success examples? Will we have a list of target enterprises that are the enterprises, large state-owned enterprises, so that we can perform more targeted work? Right now, we have 1,070 companies that have their headquarters in mainland or overseas. We have in 2025 560 enterprises, 298 of them being mainland enterprises, and we have approximately 7% of them setting up regional headquarters in Hong Kong. Many of the mainland enterprises coming to Hong Kong have set up regional headquarters in Hong Kong, and we continue to see an increase of such enterprises. The Go Global Task Force aims to help mainland enterprises, regardless of whether they have set up a Hong Kong headquarters, to go global. We would have regard to their needs and which markets they want to develop. Every outbound mission, we will have different goals, and we would make sure to match that with the needs of mainland enterprises. And through the Trade Development Council and Invest Hong Kong, making use of Economic and Trade Express, we want to disseminate information to mainland enterprises so that they can go global. The Trade Development Council plays an important role in connection, and the different ETOs will also be able to provide information about different economies to enterprises. We have also had enterprise representatives being in delegations led by the chief executive to different countries that have made great achievements. We have signed a number of MOUs on logistics, transportation, and healthcare. I can't really say here specifically which enterprises they are, but we can say we've already achieved good outcomes. Thank you. Mr. Sunny Tan. Thank you, President. I would like to thank the Secretary because the Go Global Task Force has indeed done much since its establishment in October last year. Invest Hong Kong would act as a relationship manager to provide customized services for enterprises. We have different services, but what we can provide will be on a smaller scale compared to what is available in the mainland. We have been doing some publicity work, but if we want to, and we can provide diversified services so far, how can we provide more targeted services that would target the pain points of enterprises or the specific sectors so as to serve enterprises going global? Secretary, thank you. The suggestion of the member is very good, but we have a number of enterprises planning to go global. In the mainland, we have 60 million small and medium enterprises. We make use of Invest Hong Kong, the mainland offices. We have in total 5 regional offices and 11 liaison units that will liaise with the specific enterprises depending on their needs. We will make sure our dedicated officers try to put them together with, say, the Ministry of Commerce or other mainland authorities to respond to their needs in developing overseas markets. In order to help enterprises go global, we would make use of our 16 offices. We also make use of the Economic and Trade Express that has tripartite coordination between the mainland offices, ETOs, Invest Hong Kong, and Trade Development Council to help enterprises go global. Invest Hong Kong has different teams to help different enterprises. Once we've accumulated actual experience, we hope to enhance relevant work. Ms. Common Khan. Thank you, President. As we see changes in geopolitics, capital security is especially important. We need to make sure we properly manage the risks faced by enterprises going global and to safeguard security of capital. We have advantages in having mainland enterprises set up regional headquarters and corporate treasury centers in Hong Kong. Has the government been convincing central authorities so that we have a green channel that enterprises can make use of for going global, so that we don't have to provide specific concessions to the enterprises? Secretary, we do know that for enterprises going global, they need liquid capital, and the Ministry of Finance of the country has certain policies that can help mainland enterprises make use of Hong Kong as a platform and to make sure they will still have liquidity of capital for production or merger and acquisition overseas. We need some time to work with different authorities of the country to have specific policies for enterprises going global. Thank you. Ms. Nixie Lam. Thank you, President. From the reply, on 14th of April, the Trade Development Council launched the Go Global Connect platform. It has been received really well since launch. But I understand there are emerging needs for the 8 professional services areas such as ESG, compliance, consultation, as well as data services, etc. Will we have regular reviews to upgrade the professional services of the platform, say, every 3 months or every year? Does the government have relevant plans? Secretary. Thank you, President. Thank you, Ms. Lam, for the questions. The Go Global Connect platform will continue to see updates. Since its launch, we have already have quite a number of hits. We will continue to enhance the platform. We have also been liaising with the Undersecretary for Justice to make sure we disseminate the most updated information on professional services. We do not have specific periods for how often the website should be updated, but we believe the information should be updated, say, to target opportunities in emerging industries or green economy. We will ask the relevant professionals to provide specific information. Mr. Dominic Lee. Thank you, President. To help enterprises go global, would we have official missions held regularly with specific authorities so as to tap into the different opportunities? Secretary. This is in our plans. For enterprises going global, we have different approaches. We have government-led missions. We have enterprise representatives participating in the chief executive's delegation visits to the Middle East. And in the Global Task Force, which is chaired by me, we have arrangements to have visits to different economies. The Belt and Road Office also organizes outbound missions. So the ETO's Invest Hong Kong and Trade Development Council, after research, will determine where we need visits made, and they will coordinate the visits and enterprises going global. We will also plan for the number of visits each year for enterprises to know, so that they're aware of such plans in advance. We also have some private associations that will organize visits to other economies. The ETOs and Invest Hong Kong, as well as Trade Development Council, will also provide one-stop support to them, so as to provide the support they need. Ms. Carmen Khan, I also want to follow up on the Go Global Connect platform. We have great expectations. So for this platform that is in collaboration with the Undersecretary for Justice, we have a register for legal services under the Trade Development Council. We have only 23 firms available for financial services, but apparently they can provide a first-time consultation for free. How can one get on the register? Must they be able to provide the first-time consultation for free? Secretary, it's not the case. The list of professional service providers under the Undersecretary for Justice, there are some criteria for selection, and professional service providers, if they're interested, they can join the platform through the Trade Development Council. They need not provide consultation services for free. After all, enterprises can select whichever provider in the list they want, and the list covers different sectors: legal, finance, accountancy, logistics, etc. If enterprises have such needs, they can select suitable providers. The Trade Development Council can also consult the specific professional service providers. That's the end of questions.
Government bill. This council